Hey everyone, welcome back. This is going to be episode 2 of my Forestry Extended Spotlight / tutorial thing. I think a lot of people are confused with the word spotlight. Yes, I'm going to be NEIing myself like basic things, but I want to build things so you can see them built. And a lot of this is to supply all the different various machines so that in the future it can call it on its own. I don't have to keep supplying. So I let the world run a little bit off camera. I also made a little bit of adjustment. So as a couple of you noticed, when I left from last time, this pipe back here was connected to these chests, so wheat was kind of going everywhere. So what I did was I took this chassis pipe and I put it here with an item sink, defining this as the default route, and I put an extractor module on. So this won't actually extract anything unless any of this stuff has to go anywhere. But soon enough we're going to be using that wheat, so we're going to want it to be able to be extracted. So let's begin. Alright, so with this episode I had, at the end of it last time, I mentioned that we had the seed oil and it was good, but it's not very strong. So I think we're going to upgrade the seed oil today. We're going to build a machine called the Fermenter. Now I know some people are going to be saying, but why would you want to use the fermenter if you don't even have any saplings yet? Well, you don't have to just use saplings in the fermenter. Yes, they are the best, but I don't have saplings yet. I don't have a way to, continuously get saplings. So I'm going to use wheat because I have a lot of wheat. So this is how you make the fermenter. You need a sturdy machine, 4 bronze gears, and 4 pieces of glass. So I'm going to go request it so that we can actually build it. So it's 1 sturdy machine, 4 bronze gears, 4 pieces of glass. And by the way, for all the people that were annoyed, I have a stack of redstone torches on me now. Happy? Alright. So let's go craft. So 4 bronze gears and 4 pieces of glass. And that gives us the fermenter. I think we're also going to want to get some more of the tanks. So how many tanks do we have over there? We have 10. So let's get 10. Request successful. As you can see, it's rained a lot. I just let the rain keep going. Oh, and I fixed the glowstone, so it's not as random. Let's start putting these up. Where do I want to put these? I think I'll just put them over. I think I'll put them right here. One more. And then I will get a balance pipe. Cool. So I think I'm going to put my fermenter right here. And a couple of you mentioned to me something about additional buildcraft objects, which I knew, I just, didn't know at the same time. I don't know, I'm just so used to using the wooden ones. Valve pipe! Woot! I guess we might as well get a stack of levers then. Not levels, levers. And we put the lever, flip. Awesome. Alright, so what do we put in the fermenter? Well, we're going to put wheat. We also need something to help ferment the wheat. So we're going to need some water. So we're going to need our basic logistics pipes. We're going to need our supplier pipes. And I think that's it. To get water, at least. So let's dig under here. And it's a mess, I know. I think that broke a torch. Probably. Alright, so can we just go this way? Maybe what we'll do is we'll break this, put a basic logistics pipe, and break this, and get our supplier pipe, and get a water can, and say to keep 5 of those, right? And then, oh, don't have to use that. Get our stone pipes, and go down like that. So that should request that. I'm gonna come. Nope. Oh, I see things flying. I see things flying. Okay. Looked like that worked. I think we're gonna get another drill too. So we have one. Alright. So now we have water in here. So what else do we need for the fermenter? Alright, I think I'm going to go with a different plan. Instead of using logistics pipes for this, I think I want a steady supply of water to the fermenter. So we're going to get some waterproof pipes. So I guess just golden ones, that's fine. And break this. All that other stuff can stay down there for now. And I think I'm gonna go behind this wall. And the sun's going down, so I'll set the sunrise. So I'm gonna get our newfangled valve pipe. Where did that go? Did I only get one? Really? Valve. Alright, now I got more than one. And put it right here. And then we'll have golden. Let's just run behind here. Oops. Yep, drills out. See, that's why I got another one. And here. Alright, and we'll just connect this. Like this. Oops. Get our stone. And break this. And I think right up in there. Cool. So now all we have to do is get our lever, put it on, switch it on, and there goes the water. Cool. Clean up a little. I'll be right back. Alright. Now that it's all cleaned up, this has plenty of water. We want to make sure that it has everything else that it needs. So actually I can take these out, put these over here. Ooh, lots of wheat coming in. Cool. So, what does this need? Well, it needs something to burn down here. Either what's called manure, which is made like this. It's 4 pieces of wheat and 1 piece of dirt. Or it needs fertilizer. So right now, we have a lot of wheat, but we don't have a lot of wheat. So I think right now we're just going to use fertilizer. So let's see. I think if I get a supplier pipe and do up and then put my supplier pipe right there, and then I'll get my wrench, whack it, and grab a piece of fertilizer just for this, and so you keep 1 in there at all times, right? Yeah, looks good. So in a second, this should all refresh, and we should see things flying through, making some fertilizer. Oh, there's a fertilizer. I guess it went so fast we missed it. Alright, so what else do we need? We need some wheat in here to start going. So I'm going to open this back up again. No, first I'm going to grab a piece of wheat. Gotta get some wheat. Whoa, we got 3 more wheat than last time we checked. Woot, lots of wheat. And I'm going to keep 10. Actually, how do I want to do this? Yeah, no, I'll keep 10. I was thinking if I wanted to use the passive supplier, but no, I'll keep 10 for this one. And those should be coming. Oop, there they go. Cool, so we got wheat, we got fertilizer, we got water. What else do we need? Power. So, since we don't have any biomass yet, we're just going to use a biogas engine. So let's set up our little system that we have. So I guess I'll break this, make it a logistics pipe, and get stone, stone, stone. Make this one a supplier pipe. Yep, there we go. And I will get a seed oil can. And a lava can. We're not going to put the lava can in the supplier, we're just going to put it in the machine this time. And whack this and say keep 5. And then put this in, put that in, cover up the floor, and stick a torch. This will heat up. I think that one needed a torch too. And it looks like it's going. And are we starting to ferment? I need to turn this on. Look! Biomass! Awesome. So I think for right now, we're just going to collect our biomass until we get some more. You know, our seed oil is going pretty well for now, so. Alright, so now we got some biomass production starting and it's going pretty well. So what I want to do next is make a moistener. Now the reason I did a fermenter before a moistener is because if we look for the recipe for a moistener, it uses a fermenter. So we had to cover the fermenter before it. So it's a fermenter, 4 copper gears, and 4 pieces of glass. So I'm just going to get myself a fermenter right there, and then 4, was it copper gears or bronze gears? Moisturizer. 4 copper gears. So can our thing do copper gears? No. Well, why don't we teach our table how to make copper gears? So we'll stick down this and request 4 pieces of copper and a stone gear. And then we do stone gear and 4 pieces of copper is a copper gear. And then we will take our crafting logistics pipe, put it on, give it a whack, and request 4 more copper and a stone gear. And we'll take this one out of here and tell it that 4 copper and a stone gear gives you a copper gear. And then put them back in the table. Copper, 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 copper. Woot. Alright, so now we can request 3 more of those. 4 pieces of glass. Wait for all that to come out. It just looks really cool. I know, I could NEI myself the stuff, but it looks really cool. I like it. We have everything? Yep. Okay, let's go over. 4 copper gears. Fermenter, 4 glass. And we get a moistener. Now something about the moistener is that it has to be made in a completely dark room, which this is not. So I'm going to make a little building over here. I'm going to make it sunrise. I'm going to make a little building over here. Yeah. For my moistener. So I'll be back when I have that done. Alright, I'm back and I made this little room. Alright. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our moistener and I'm going to put it here. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so the moistener, what it will do is if you give it wheat, it will decay the wheat using water and give you 2 byproducts. It will give you mulch and it will give you mycelium, which is the ground found in mushroom biomes, so it grows mushrooms. Now what's interesting about the moistener is it does not need power, so we don't have to worry about getting power over here, which is cool. So, one problem with it is that it likes darkness. The darker, the faster it runs. So what I want to do is I want this room to be in complete darkness when I'm done with it. So, since I don't have telepipes installed, because, you know, this, the point of the spotlight is not only to like show off everything, but it's basically to recreate the flowchart that is found on the Forestry wiki. And, you know, with telepipes, you don't see the pipes connecting things, which is kind of like the lines of the flowchart, which is pretty cool. So, alright, so this is an ender chest. It's a cool little mod that, you know, if I put 2 chests down and they have the same colors on top, when you open one, if you notice over here, this chest also opens. So, you know, so you put, you know, an item in one, it's in the other. It's pretty cool. So, we're going to use this to our advantage. Alright, so, what do I want to do? Well, I want a way to get wheat in and the mycelium out. We also need seeds to come into this too, because the moistener can actually make a couple of things depending on what you give it to use. So we need to get seeds and wheat. So how are we going to do that, you might ask? Well, I have a little idea, and I think it'll work pretty well. So we need to have water cells, we need to have it to have wheat, and we need to have seeds. So let's go back to our main house, or main factory, the other ender chest, and find a place to set it up. I'm probably going to have to enlarge this thing soon. Seriously. I made it too small. But it's okay. I will deal with that. Let's just do it right here. Alright, so what I'm going to do is we're going to go underground. And there's already a logi pipe there, so we can just put one here, put one here, put one here. And I think I want to put a chassis on this one. Right? So I'm going to open the chassis. And I'm going to have this be a passive supplier module. Now, what do I want it to passively supply? Well, I want it to passively supply wheat, which I already have one in my inventory. I want it to passively supply seeds. And I want it to passively supply water cans. Yeah. That's what I wanted to passively supply. And so I'll go back over here, whack this, go to passively supply, and I want it to have 5 water cans, 5 seeds, and 20 wheat. Cool. And something just went over there, didn't it? Oh, so we got a water can, we got seeds. Cool. Now, I think what I might want to do is, because this is a crafting pipe, I think we're going to want to also attach on here one of these chassis. So I'll put it up like this. No, not like that. Go up one, and then a chassis. Yeah. And put an extractor on this. Extractor. And I want to extract from the bottom. So see? Cool, it extracts from the bottom. So, see, now the water will go out and go over here. Cool. Alright. So that's our stuff. So now we have to get it out of the other chest and into the Moistener. So, I think if I put this here, whack that, and put on an extractor and an item sync saying that this is the default route. Yeah. And then put a chassis on this guy. Now see how this is orange over here? This says that this is the inventory for this chassis pipe. And this is the inventory for this chassis pipe. Every chassis pipe has to have an inventory. So this we're gonna have be the passive supplier with our 10 seeds. No. 5 seeds, 10 wheat, or what did I do, 20 wheat? I think I did 20 wheat. And 5 water cans. And then we want an extractor. And I think for this we're gonna it's odd. Well, let me make it light again, even though it's not gonna be that light in here. I think for now I'll just dig a hole in the roof so you guys can see. I think we're gonna have to knock this off. Put another one down. Go up. and go over. Alright, so we want, you see it's not saying it's not dark enough. So we want this one to be an extractor. We want it to be a passive supplier for wheat. 20. Right. And the seeds go, I think the seeds go here. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. Alright, so the seeds go in the top, so we're going to want a passive supplier. And we want this to be 5 seeds. And yeah, so everything okie dokie. Looks like it. Looks like it. And I don't think the water is gonna work like we want it to. So we're gonna do something a little tricky. So we're gonna get some tanks. And set up a little tank right here. And then from here, actually we're not going to set it up right there. We're going to use red power to do this. I think that'll work. So we're going to need a filter. And a deployer. So if we put, make sure we got our screwdriver, because we're probably going to need that. We can get rid of some of this waterproofing. Alright, so if we put our filter like this and turn it so that it's the right way, right, like that. And then we want to filter out water cans. We're going to need some tubes. Pneumatic tube. We put that there, and we put our deployer. Is that the right way? Yeah, I think that's the right way. And we'll just make this our little hole. And put our tank like this. And if, let's see, hold on, make sure this works. If we put a water can in the deployer, and then give it a redstone signal, it doesn't do anything. Try lever. Try turning this around. And that probably doesn't even give power to it. I'm silly. Alright, let's do here. Do deployers need electricity? Probably. Alright, so apparently the deployer doesn't work with cans. So back to square one. So I'm just gonna remove all this stuff. But I figured out that basically for water to go in, it has to go in from underneath. So we'll just dig out and do underneath. So we'll get rid of all this redstone stuff since that didn't work. Yeah, filter, deployer, and empty drill. Alright, so another chassis pipe. And I guess we'll get our stone go around like these and do basic logistics right here. So I whack this and put a passive supplier, and then put 5 water cans, and that should work. Let's see. Did it go in? That's weird. See, if I do that, it goes in. So break that. Break this. Break this. Break this. Let's see, does it work over here? Again. See, it ends up there. Give me a second again. Alright, well, the tanks don't seem to work with me, so until I figure out a better way, I'm just gonna do this and get some water over here this way. Look, water. Awesome. Now, how dark will it be in here once everything's patched up? Yes, I know it'll be dark on YouTube. Sorry. So, see, it's dark. It starts working. Alright, well, I mean, that'll have to do. It's not going to be perfect, because if I cover this up, that's a little darker. So, see, it's making the wheat and making it moldy wheat. Oh, I probably have to tell the supplier, stop giving cans. It's the one over here. No more cans. So, this will be working. Take the can out. Yeah. So, let's see. Yeah. Now, maybe what we'll do is we'll have an extractor module, right? And I guess side works. And for this one, we will have a let's look up the other modules. I think I want to use for this a polymorphic item sink. Right? Yeah. And in here, no, not a polymorphic item sink. I think just a regular item sink will work. Well, no, we already have one. Alright, so for requested items, I'm going to want to do, I want to get a piece of mycelium, and I want to get a piece of mulch. And going to, yeah, you probably can't see, can you? I'm going to whack my wrench and go to the item sink and say that requested items, mulch and mycelium, will go out this way. So I'm going to pause the video and wait till, close the hole up again and wait till I get a piece of mulch, and then we'll see it come out. So I kind of sped this up by taking out all the moldy wheat. So we have our piece of decay wheat and mulch. Nice. So let's see if this will come out. Maybe? Maybe? Oh, we have a mycelium almost done too. Let's see if the mycelium comes out. Oh, mulch just came out. There's the mulch. Cool, it works. Alright, so I'm going to put the moldy wheat back, put this wheat back, and get out of here. And that will be working for us. Cool. So now in here, we're going to have our mulch and our mycelium.